Dear Mr. President, dear friends, in the past 2 years, the EPP encouraged us to put forward new ideas. This was an opportunity we did not last pass. But instead of a regular report full of SAP appraisal, allow me to raise some political aims we should write on our flag in the coming years. The first expression on our flag should be, not surprisingly, job creation. Further efforts are needed from our side, especially as youth unemployment reached an alarming rate. We would like to see the extension of newspaper titles about the jobless and large generation. To achieve that, the legal burdens on labor have to be reduced by all means, while education systems should be more adjusted to the real demands of the market. The second priority on our flag should be debt reduction. We would urge EPP to continue to commit itself to further reduction of public debt, since this is another significant obstacle to Europe's economic recovery, sometimes putting unbearable weight on our citizens, young and old alike. The third word on our flag should be demography. We have to put this issue back on the mainstream of the agenda. Maybe it's a bit blunt, but with the current low birth rates, our countries cannot expect lasting economic stability and security. Young people who wish to start a family, I'm definitely one of these people, rightly expect to receive support. Who else, if not EPP, could take a lead in this? So on behalf of YEPP, I would like to ask EPP politicians present here to embrace these aspects, tackling youth unemployment, debt reduction, and the protection of families in their future activity. Not the least, we ask you to preserve the youth programs that proved to be successful in the past, like Erasmus. In the coming days, we would contact all heads of governments with regard to guaranteeing the future of this symbolic program. Dear friends, there is one last thing we should discuss here, the issue of our political rivals. If we take a look around in Europe, we see center-right governments making painful and required decisions. On the other hand, we see left-wing parties doing nothing but heavily attacking us and pushing for populist decisions. When I see the YouTube video on solidarity, when I hear their slogan reinventing the word growth, when I bump into their activists demanding youth guarantee, I say to myself, you gotta be kidding. Let's make one thing clear. These are the same parties that left a huge mess behind after they governed. Let me cite my own country. In my country, when socialists took power, the level of public debt was about 50%. Some years later, when they left, it was more than 80%. That is why it is important to name and shame those left-wing parties that are largely responsible for the current economic hardships. We can't spare this. I think EPP has to put on the campaign helmet, switch to campaign mode, and make the final preparations for the 2014 election. On behalf of 56 organizations of EPP, of the EPP youth, I would like to offer all our enthusiasm in this political battle. We are also proud to present our first candidate, Lucinda Creighton, to the EPP presidency, who will fight with us for the youth issues. Dear friends, not long ago, I saw a graffiti on a wall. It said, there are two things you can give our children. One is roots, the other is wings. It's true. And since EPP is a party with stable roots, there is nothing left for the youth but to provide the wings. We are ready for this job. Thank you very much.